Margaret had spent her entire life building something out of nothing. The small farm on the edge of town wasn't just land. It was her late husband's dream, her children's childhood, and her only security. After her husband passed away, things became harder. Bills piled up, and loneliness settled into the quiet corners of her home. So when she finally decided to sell the farm, it wasn't easy. It felt like letting go of a lifetime. Her son Daniel came back into her life just as the sale was finalized. "Mom, I need that money," he said bluntly one evening. "I've got plans, investments. I can double it in months." Margaret looked at him, her tired eyes filled with both love and caution. "Daniel, this money is all I have left. It's for my future, for my safety." His face hardened. "So you don't trust your own son?" "It's not about trust," she whispered. "It's about survival." But Daniel didn't see it that way. To him, it was rejection. The next morning, as Margaret stepped outside, her heart dropped. Her car, her only means of getting around, was shattered. Windows broken. Tires slashed. The hood dented beyond recognition. She didn't need to ask who did it. Daniel stood nearby, his anger barely contained. "Maybe now you'll understand what it feels like to be denied." Margaret didn't scream. She didn't cry. She simply looked at him, her voice trembling, not with fear, but with heartbreak. "I raised you with love, not entitlement." Daniel scoffed and walked away. That night, Margaret sat alone in her quiet home. The weight of betrayal pressed heavily on her chest. But something inside her shifted, not into bitterness, but into clarity. The next day, she made a decision. She used a small portion of the money to repair her car. The rest? She placed it into a secure account, untouchable, protected. And then she did something Daniel never expected. "My son, I gave you everything I had when you were growing up. My time, my love, my sacrifices. But I cannot give you my future. You must build your own. When you learn the value of respect, not just money, maybe we can talk again." Weeks passed. Then months. Daniel struggled. His plans failed. His friends disappeared. And slowly, reality began to break down his pride. One evening he stood at his mother's door. Margaret opened it, surprised, but calm. Tears filled his eyes. "I'm sorry, Mom. I was wrong. I thought money would fix everything. But I lost something much bigger." Margaret looked at him for a long moment. Then she stepped aside. "Come in," she said softly. Because while her car had been broken, and her heart deeply hurt, a mother's love, though tested, still had the strength to forgive, but not to forget the lesson. And this time, Daniel understood.